How's it going today? I'm here with my WWE WrestleMania 34 PPV Predictions. Of course, WrestleMania is live on the WWE Network as well as PPV tomorrow night. And I am fucking excited. It is WrestleMania. It's finally here. It's me live in New Orleans at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome, which I will be there live for WrestleMania 34. I'm very, very excited to be there. I'm very, very hyped. This is one of the biggest WrestleManias of all time. Such a stacked card from top to bottom. The build's been awesome. Just the whole hype and anticipation of WrestleMania 34 has honestly just been unbelievable. It's been a whole new level, and I'm very, very excited for WrestleMania tomorrow night. You know, I'm already getting all fired up just thinking about it. It's gonna be an awesome time. Obviously, by the time this video is posted, I'll already be in New Orleans for the past couple days, living it up, hopefully. And, yeah, WrestleMania is tomorrow night. But, of course, before we get into WrestleMania, let me talk about the WWE Hall of Fame, Class 2018, that took place last night. Being inducted by Paul Heyman, and leading the class, Goldberg. Being inducted by Edge and Christian, the Dudley Boys. Being inducted by Molly Holly, Ivory. Being inducted by the Road Dogg, Double J, Jeff Jarrett. Entering the Celebrity Wing of the Hall of Fame, Kid Rock. Receiving the Warrior Award, Jarius J.J. Robertson. Being inducted by Jimmy Hart, Hill, Billy, Jim. And being inducted by The Big Show, Mark Henry. And those were the inductees of the WWE Hall of Fame class of 2018. Congratulations to the inductees. Not the strongest class we've had in WWE history, but what can you do? Nonetheless, it is the WWE Hall of Fame, so what really can you expect? And of course, later on tonight, we'll be having NXT TakeOver New Orleans as part of WrestleMania weekend. Very, very stacked show as well. Of course, we're carrying the brand new first ever NXT North American Champion, a stacked NXT title match, and of course the main event with Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa. Just absolutely insane. So NXT TakeOver as well tonight. You know, of course, the Hall of Fame was last night. There's a whole bunch of madness going on WrestleMania weekend, and this video is solely about WrestleMania 34. So let's talk more about WrestleMania 34 in this video. Like I said at the beginning of it, this is probably the most stacked and anticipated WrestleMania in quite some time. You know, every dream match you can possibly think of that people have wanted to see for a while now is pretty much culminating this WrestleMania. People are just hyped. I don't think there's anything really negative you can say about WrestleMania 34, honestly, on paper. Just everything looks great. There's probably only like one or two matches that I can say I honestly don't care about, but for the most part, I'm invested into the storylines, I'm invested into the feuds, and it is a stacked WrestleMania card, top to bottom. I know some people are going to complain about the length because as of right now, we do have the 2-hour kickoff show as well as the 5-hour supposedly main pay-per-view. So it's 7 hours total of WrestleMania, which, like I said, that may be a little too much. And I know people will be complaining, but I do think no matter the time period of the show or length of it, I think it'll still be one hell of a show and still be very, very fun. I think people will end up being happy afterwards instead of, you know, saying that this is dragging on. Because honestly, I remember last year, I honestly don't think WrestleMania felt like it dragged. You know, even though 5 hours was a little too long, I don't think there was ever a point where I'm like, okay, this is dragging, this is boring. I never felt that way personally. Even rewatching the pay-per-view back, you know, on the Blu-ray, I never felt that way. So I think that'll be the way that goes down here. But, you know, it remains to be seen. But I do think WrestleMania 34 will be awesome. I'm very looking forward to it. I'm very, very excited to see how the show turns out. So, of course, on the show, we have 13 confirmed matches, which maybe 14, depending on a match happens or not, potentially, you know, impromptu match, I should say, I guess. So 13 confirmed matches, 3 matches, however, will be taking place on the 2-hour kickoff show. On that 2-hour kickoff show, we'll be having the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. Not really too much to say about this match. Of course, they haven't really done anything that built it. They've only had maybe like 2 or 3 guys really acknowledge it on TV. So besides that, absolutely no build going to the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. We'll be having the tournament finals of the WWE Cruiserweight Championship. Of course, the brand new Cruiserweight Champion being crowned here. Of course, the title being vacated back in January, and now the tournament after, you know, what, 2 months or so of an awesome tournament, by the way. If you haven't watched the tournament, nothing but great matches. Really enjoyed it. It's finally culminating onto the WrestleMania kickoff show, so that should be one hell of a match between Cedric Alexander and Mustafa Ali, so definitely looking forward to that one. And then, of course, we'll be having the first ever, quote-unquote, WrestleMania Women's Battle Royal, which, again, kind of the same as the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. Not really too much going into it. Not really anyone's hyped it. So, you know, of course, the whole controversy when it was originally named the Fabulous Moolah Memorial Battle Royal got tons of backlash and heat, so they renamed it to the WrestleMania Women's Battle Royal. Trophy looks like garbage, honestly, so I think that kind of represents the match, if you ask me. So, kickoff show, you know, even though there's not really too much going on, I think these are definitely matches worth checking out, especially the Cruiserweight title match, so it should be a good kickoff show overall. But going to the main card, we do have 10 matches on it, same as last year, and there's some damn good matches, of course, one of them being the triple threat match for the SmackDown Tag Team Championship, the Usos finally being on a main WrestleMania card. For the very first time in history, the Usos on a WrestleMania card, main card I should say, defending the titles against the New Day and the Bludgeon Brothers. I was really hoping this match had a stipulation. Of course, I think the main stipulation that myself and everyone wanted was a tables, ladders, and chairs match, but unfortunately, they did not do that for this match, and looks like they won't be adding stipulation to this match at all. So that's unfortunate, because I feel like that definitely could have been a show stealer with that stipulation, TLC, or just any stipulation really in general. I think that match could have definitely sold the show, but nonetheless, this should be a great match. I think all three teams are very, very well, and they should go out there and absolutely kill it and have an awesome WrestleMania match. So I'm looking forward to that match. For the SmackDown Tag Team titles, we'll be having Alexa Bliss defending the Raw Women's Championship against Nia Jax. Not really too much to say about here. The storyline I haven't really cared for. I haven't cared for the feud. You know, and I don't know. Even the dynamic of the match, of course, being Alexa Bliss being so small, Nia Jax being so big, no offense. But the whole dynamic, just nothing really intrigued me about this match. So this is definitely one of the matches on the card that honestly I could care less about. We'll be also be having a triple threat match for the Intercontinental Championship, The Miz defending against Finn Bálor and Seth Rollins. This match is going to be awesome. This is one of the matches I'm looking forward to the most in the show, because I was there at the triple threat match, the Raw After Payback last year, and that was an awesome match. And the fact that they get to recreate that match, if not do a better match here, excites me. I'm very excited. I know some people just pointed at the Miz in because like, oh, the Miz is going to ruin the match. Shut up. Miz is awesome, and this match is going to be awesome. Definitely one of the highlights in the show, and it's going to be great because this is one of those matches where either man can win, and I'd be perfectly fine with it. So, yeah, triple threat match, Intercontinental Championship. Really looking forward to that. Should be, you know, one of the better matches and potentially matches tonight. Who knows? We'll obviously see when the match happens. Braun Strowman and a mystery partner taking on Cesaro and Sheamus for the Raw Tag Team Championship. Not really too sure who Braun Strowman's partner is going to be. I feel like we can go two ways with his partner in terms of either someone that's going to turn on him and start a feud with him, or someone who's legitimately going to team with him and be tag team champions. Not sure which route they're going to go. Hopefully it's not disappointing, because you know they've built it up so much to the point where it has to be a good partner. If it's someone that no one's going to care about, then it's going to be very unfortunate. But they've had to be holding off for WrestleMania for a reason, and hopefully it definitely pays off. And yeah, not really too much to say besides that. Daniel Bryan making his longer-awaited return in the ring, teaming up with Shane McMahon to take on Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. Of course, stipulation being if Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn win, they are rehired. Of course, this match was originally supposed to be Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn, but of course, after the attack that Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn did to both Shane McMahon and Daniel Bryan, this match was turned into a tag team match. Of course, with stipulation if Shane and Bryan win, or if Zayn and Owens win, sorry, they are reinstated to SmackDown Live. I know people are saying that they can easily go to Raw, but I feel like Owens and Zayn going to Raw after everything they've done on SmackDown Live isn't the right call. So yeah, I'm just very excited to see Daniel Bryan back in the WWE ring. This is his first match in 3 years, almost to the date, which is actually very, very amazing to know. He's returning to the stadium, or the Dome, where he had his biggest moment of his career back at WrestleMania 30 when he won the WWE World Championship in the main event. Returns 4 years later, making his interim return back to WWE. It's such a poetic story for Daniel Bryan, and I'm very, very excited to see him back. Definitely the biggest story of WrestleMania, if you ask me, is Daniel Bryan's in-ring return, and I'm very excited for it. You know, him and Shane, you know, teaming, I don't mind, because, you know, at the end of the day, Daniel Bryan is in a WrestleMania match with Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. How surreal is that? That's absolutely awesome. So, Daniel Bryan returns. I can't wait for it. I'm definitely looking forward to it. It brings a smile to my face thinking about it. Very, very excited to see Daniel Bryan back in WWE. Charlotte Flair defending the SmackDown Women's Championship against the 2018 Women's Royal winner, Asuka, which this match should be awesome as well. I feel like both women can go out there and potentially have one of the best women's matches of all time. You know, this is fresh too. I know they had an interaction in the Mixed Match Challenge this past Tuesday, but this is their first ever singles match, and this match can go 3 different ways. Actually, potentially 4, maybe 5. I don't know. And if you're probably wondering why that can go different ways, maybe Carmella cashes mid-match. Maybe she cashes in after the match. You can go different routes with this scenario in this match, and it definitely intrigues me what they're going to do. And I think that's the biggest thing about this match, is it actually intrigues people. Most Asuka matches are not intriguing due to the fact that you know she's going to win already. But this one, maybe she loses. Maybe Carmella cashes in. Who knows? There's different routes you can go with it that brings this match interest, and it definitely, I mean, the match itself is going to be great. You know, those two can go out there and tear the house down, but you need interest in the match to make it interesting, and it definitely is there. So Charlotte, Asuka, SmackDown Women's title, definitely one to look out for. And then, of course, we'll be having the long-awaited debut, in-ring debut, I should say, of Ronda Rousey. Of course, she's teaming up with Kurt Angle to take on Triple H, Seth McMahon in a mixed tag team match, which I'm very, very excited for. You know, Triple H, Kurt Angle, you know, is one of my favorite feuds to go back and watch. I think their matches are awesome. Always enjoy the interactions, and to see them go at WrestleMania, which should happen at WrestleMania 18 if you ask me, is awesome. It's going to be surreal seeing those two go at it, and of course Stephanie McMahon making her in-ring return for the first time in nearly 4 years, taking on Ronda Rousey making her in-ring debut. It's all around just returns or debuts. Ronda Rousey's first match, Kurt Angle Triple H for the first time, and God knows how long, and you know, Stephanie McMahon returning to the ring. Just so many things happening in this match. It definitely is intriguing, and I'm definitely looking forward to it. So that's gonna be an awesome match. I mean, you know, Triple H and Kurt, hopefully they set up their stuff well for Triple H and Ronda, or Steph and Ronda when they get in the ring. So just, you know, it's gonna be a good one. It's definitely gonna be one to look out for. And of course, we'll be having the WWE Championship match. AJ Styles defending against the 2018 Royal Rumble winner Shinsuke Nakamura. Dream match. The rematch that I've been waiting for. I think most people are waiting for 2 years since the New Japan Pro Wrestling match, Wrestle Kingdom. And this is just, the match speaks for itself. I don't gotta put it over. The match puts itself over. I'm very, very excited for it. You know, Nakamura is in the spot he should have been. The fact that AJ Styles and Nakamura is actually happening at WrestleMania when this was just a dream scenario last year is so surreal. And AJ Styles deservingly being WWE Champion in WrestleMania, taking on Shinsuke Nakamura of all people. It all mixes well, and it's perfect. You know, what more can you say about this match? Like I said, it speaks for itself. Dream match, rematch people want to see for the last 2 years, and the fact that it's happening at WrestleMania for the WWE Championship is fucking insane. So AJ Styles, Shinsuke Nakamura, WWE Championship, definitely, for me, the most anticipated match of WrestleMania 34. Very, very excited about that one. And then we'll be having Randy Orton defending his United States Championship in a Fatal 4-Way match against Randy Orton, against Rusev, Bobby Roode, and Jinder Mahal. Originally, this was supposed to be a triple threat match against Bobby Roode and Jinder Mahal only. Of course, Rusev entered himself in the match after he pinned Randy Orton. Not really much to say about this match. One of those matches where, you know, I don't really care for in the card. So hopefully it's, you know, short and just, you know, a fun little 4-minute match. So not really expecting too much out of that. John Cena challenged The Undertaker, which has yet to been accepted or even declined. It just has not been answered. So will it be answered here in an impromptu match at WrestleMania 34? Who knows? I definitely think interaction between The Undertaker and John Cena will be happening. Whether it's a match, maybe Undertaker comes out and just beats the shit out of John Cena. Who knows? One way or another, I do think John Cena and The Undertaker will definitely have an interaction at WrestleMania 34. There's no way this show goes without John Cena doing anything, especially with The Undertaker. Very surprised the route they went with the story. Honestly, I thought they'd definitely have a match at WrestleMania, but the fact that they kind of have pushed it away and kept it on the down low, to the point where you don't even know if the match is going to happen at this point, has been very good on WWE's part, and I'm definitely interested to see how this plays out, because you know something's going to happen between both of them. So whether it's a match, I don't know, or just a brawl, who knows what's going to happen. But definitely, I do expect Undertaker to confront John Cena one way or another at WrestleMania 34. And of course, we have our main event. A rematch 3 years in the making. Brock Lesnar defending the Universal Championship against Roman Reigns. Honestly, the build for this match has been great. Way better than the WrestleMania 31 build. That's for damn sure. And I'm intrigued. I'm interested, and I want to see it. And I'm at the point where I've accepted a Roman Reigns victory over Brock Lesnar. 3 years ago, I was complaining, bitching about a potential Roman Reigns victory. But now, 3 years later, I'm all for Roman Reigns defeating Brock Lesnar. Will this be Brock Lesnar's last match in WWE? Who knows? But I know one thing's gonna happen in this match, and those two are gonna fucking beat the shit out of each other and tear the house down and have an awesome main event. So that's the only thing I know about Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns. That is the WrestleMania card rundown, and without wasting any more time, let's go ahead and jump right into the video with my predictions. Kick off the 2018 Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. Honestly, I have no idea who can win this. They haven't really built anyone up for this, so I don't really have any idea. Some picks I have are Dolph Ziggler, Woken Matt Hardy. Honestly, those are pretty much it. But honestly, I'm going to go ahead and say Elias wins Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. I don't even know if he'll be in it, but I think Elias is probably the most, logical person to win it. If he is in it, if he's not, then I'll go with Woken Matt Hardy. But honestly, I don't think it really matters. But my pick is Elias to win the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. Kickoff Vacant WWE Cruiserweight Championship Tournament Finals. Cedric Alexander versus Mustafa Ali. You know, as much as they've been building Mustafa Ali, I feel like Cedric Alexander has been in the long run for a while now. They've pretty much been building for that championship ever since November, December-ish. So my pick is that Cedric Alexander will defeat Mustafa Ali to become the brand new Cruiserweight champion. This should be a great match. Hopefully get 15 to 20 minutes on the kickoff show, and it should be a killer one. So I'm really looking forward to it. Should be a great match, but kind of result, I do expect Cedric Alexander to win the vacant WWE Cruiserweight Championship. Kickoff WrestleMania Women's Battle Royal. You know, again, kind of like the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, I don't really know who can win this. You know, I think Sasha and Bayley are kind of favorites, but I think they'll cancel each other out. I think they'll cost each other the match. And you know what? I'm going to go ahead and say Becky Lynch wins the Women's Battle Royal. I think she's going to come out victorious. I think it's, you know, something that she needs to happen and definitely can kickstart her career going forward again. So, yeah, come end result, I'm going to go ahead and pick Becky Lynch to become the WrestleMania Women's Battle Royal winner. Triple threat match for the SmackDown Tag Team Championship. SmackDown Tag Team Champions, the Usos versus the Bludgeon Brothers versus the New Day. I'm going to go ahead and say that the Usos walk out still the SmackDown Tag Team Champions. I think the Bludgeon Brothers come close to closing the championships. Maybe have New Day, you know, his corner, but Usos maybe a blind tag or do something to take out the Bludgeon Brothers to, you know, pretty much get like a cheap kind of win at the end. I don't know, but I think Usos are better off winning it than dropping it to the Bludgeon Brothers the next pay-per-view instead. I think it's the best route to go. This should be a great match, but kind of result, I do expect the Usos to walk out still the SmackDown Tag Team Champions. Raw Women's Championship match. Raw Women's Champion Alexa Bliss versus Nia Jax. I'm going to go ahead and say Nia Jax wins the championship here. I don't want to see her win it. I don't care to see her as champion, but I feel like it's the most logical thing, especially with the storyline. And Bliss, you know, who else is she going to drop to at this point? There's really no one else. So hopefully it's quick and simple. Honestly, I do think it'd be like a minute or two match, but if it's not, then, you know, what can you do? But yeah, like I said, not really expecting anything of it besides the fact that Nia Jax, I do think will walk out the brand new Raw Women's Champion. Triple threat match for the Intercontinental Championship. Intercontinental Champion The Miz versus Finn Bálor versus Seth Rollins. This match I'm really looking forward to, potentially match of the night. You know, Seth Rollins and Finn Bálor, I don't mind either men winning it. Honestly, I don't mind anyone in this match winning it. But coming in result, I think The Miz will walk out still the Intercontinental Champion. I feel like he'll pull off a heel tactic and pretty much, you know, steal the win at the end. Even though he's been building this match up as a face the last week or so, I do think he'll somehow cheat and win the retain the championship here in this match. Really looking forward to it. I was there at the match on Raw last year, and it was awesome, so I'm looking forward to seeing it live again right here. So, yeah, like I said, I'm fine with anyone, but my pick is for The Miz to walk out still the Intercontinental Champion. Raw Tag Team Championship match. Raw Tag Team Champions Cesaro and Sheamus versus Braun Strowman, a mystery partner. You know, honestly, I can see the mystery partner being Samoa Joe, Elias, Big Show. I don't know, but, you know, they could set this up for Braun Strowman's next feud, but I think they'll go with Braun Strowman and whoever his partner is to become the new Raw Tag Team Champions. I think Cesaro and Sheamus going to SmackDown Live after WrestleMania is probably the smart thing to do. And, yeah, hopefully it's a fun match. Not really sure what to expect, but my pick, Braun Strowman as mystery partner, become the brand new Raw Tag Team Champions. Daniel Bryan and Shane McMahon versus Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. And if Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn win, they're rehired. You know, this is Bryan's return match, and I want to see him win. But one way or another, I think Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens will get the victory to be reinstated back on SmackDown Live. Maybe Shane turns on Daniel Bryan. Maybe Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn just straight up beat Daniel Bryan and Shane. I don't know how it'll go, but I see Owens and Zayn pull out the victory. You know, I think the long run, it should Shane to turn on Daniel, pretty much to revenge on him for not believing in the first place. Setting up Daniel Bryan versus Shane McMahon possibly at SummerSlam. I think that's the best direction to go in. But I can see either team winning it, but with the stipulation, honestly, I think it's best for Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn to pick up the victory against Daniel Bryan and Shane McMahon. SmackDown Women's Championship match. SmackDown Women's Champion Charlotte Flair versus 2018 Women's Royal Rumble winner Asuka. I can see this match going either way. I can see Charlotte ending the streak and retaining the championship. I can see Asuka winning the championship, retaining her streak. And honestly, that's what I'm going to go with. Asuka defeats Charlotte here. Honestly, what I'd like to see happen is Carmella cash in mid-match and pinning Charlotte to win the championship and end Asuka's undefeated streak without even pinning Asuka. Honestly, I'd love to see that, but what will happen remains to be seen. But I'm going with a safe pick, which being Asuka to defeat Charlotte Flair to become the brand new SmackDown Women's Champion. Mixed tag team match, Kurt Angle and Ronda Rousey versus Stephanie McMahon and Triple H. You know, I think Ronda Rousey and Kurt Angle have to get the victory here, especially what happened on Raw's Fast Monday. Triple H and Stephanie McMahon get the upper hand, and the fact that this is Ronda Rousey's debut match. I think Ronda Rousey definitely needs to, you know, win in her debut match. Look good. The only way I see her and Kurt losing is that, you know, if Jason Jordan comes out somehow and costs them the match for some reason, but I don't see it happening. I think it's a really, really stupid thing for them to do. But hopefully it's a good match. Hopefully Kurt and Triple H have a good interaction. Hopefully Ronda and, you know, Stephanie have a good interaction. and hopefully it's a fun overall match. But my pick at the end result will be Kurt Angle and Ronda Rousey to defeat Triple H and Stephanie McMahon. WWE Championship Match, WWE Champion AJ Styles versus 2018 Royal Rumble winner Shinsuke Nakamura. I could see AJ Styles walking out still as WWE Champion, definitely deserves it, but honestly, what I want to see more is Shinsuke Nakamura walk out the brand new WWE Champion, and that is my pick. I think with Nakamura's momentum ever since the Royal Rumble, he's really been picking his steam up. He's just been getting more charismatic, and you can definitely tell he's getting more comfortable. I feel like you need to continue that momentum, and that happening is, you know, him winning the WWE Championship. So hopefully that's what comes to fruition. This should be an amazing match. It's definitely going to be a WWE Championship WrestleMania Classic. I'm really looking forward to it. Definitely the most anticipated match on the card if you ask me. And yeah, I can't wait for him to tear the house down, and hopefully the end result is being that Shinsuke Nakamura becomes a brand new WWE Champion. Fatal 4-way match for the United States Championship. United States Champion Randy Orton versus Bobby Roode versus Jinder Mahal versus Rusev. I'm fine with 3 of the 4 winning. Of course, Jinder Mahal being the only person I don't want to see win. But counter result, I do think Randy Orton walks out still United States Champion. Don't see him losing to Bobby Roode or Rusev, even though Rusev Day is today or tomorrow. And I'd love to see Rusev win the championship, but I just don't see it happening, unfortunately. So, yeah, hopefully it's a fun little fatal 4-way. But at the end of the match, I do see the Viper, the Apex Predator, Randy Orton walking out still the United States Champion. And then the main event of WrestleMania 34, Universal Championship match, Universal Champion Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns. I think it's fairly obvious that Roman Reigns will overcome and beat Brock Lesnar to become the brand new Universal Champion. It's been 3 years in the making. They've been trying to do this match and try to do this finish, so I don't see why Brock Lesnar would defeat Roman Reigns, especially if he's leaving WWE. It makes absolutely no sense for him to walk out champion still. It's going to be a great match. The match at WrestleMania 31 was awesome. I'm hoping for a repeat, if not better than that match here. And yeah, those two are going to go out there and put on an absolutely insane WrestleMania event, and I'm looking forward to it, you know. But yeah, you know, this time around, I'm accepting of Roman Reigns winning, and that'll be my pick, that Roman Reigns walks out of WrestleMania 34, the brand new Universal Champion. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed my WWE WrestleMania 34 pay-per-view predictions. Like I said, WrestleMania 34 is live on the WWE Network, as well as pay-per-view tomorrow night, live from New Orleans in the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. I know I've been stuttering and just going above my words throughout this entire video. It's because I'm so excited for New Orleans. I can't wait to be there. By the time this video is up, I'll already be there. So what am I talking about? TakeOver New Orleans is live tonight as well. It's going to be an awesome show. Looking forward to that one. But not nearly as much as WrestleMania. WrestleMania tomorrow night, it's going to be absolutely awesome. It's going to be insane. One of the most stacked WrestleMania cards in history. One of the most highly anticipated WrestleManias in history. Just so much going on and so much positive and just so many excitement feels going to WrestleMania. It just, the whole WrestleMania season this year epitomizes why you're a wrestling fan. It makes you love it, it makes you enjoy it, it makes you proud to want to say, yes, yes, I love wrestling, yes, I watch wrestling. So, WrestleMania is tomorrow night. I'm fucking excited. Are you? You better be, because if you're not, then I don't know what's wrong with you. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys did, please like below, and tell my live review for WrestleMania 34. I'll see you guys then. Thank you guys for watching the video.